guys, welcome to my review of the Google Nexus 6P. For a pretty long while I've been waiting for the Nexus to deliver a stellar performance in every department. This year Google did an excellent job with the Nexus 6P. The design is very minimal, it just has a very minimal design that doesn't want to offend anyone. And notable things about this design is first of all the visor at the top. The visor helps for antenna reception as an alternative to the antenna lines we see on iPhones and HTC devices. It also has a plastic strip at the bottom, which helps for this antenna reception also. I think this helps enhance its uniqueness as it's not going to resemble any other device that we see made of complete aluminum with antenna lines on the back. In the build quality department, this thing is made of complete aluminum and just a little bit of plastic and Gorilla Glass at the back with the visor. It feels really solid, but also feels really light in my hands. Seriously, for a phone built out of metal, this thing feels really light. And also the phone is huge, it's a very huge phone. It's also not as slippery as so many other aluminum phones because of the sides. This helps you a lot as you can grip it very easily. And for me, I have big hands, so I have no trouble in handling this device and I use it easily one-handed. On the back you have a visor which houses a 12.3 megapixel camera, laser autofocus and a flash. Below that you have the microphone, noise cancelling microphone. You have also a fingerprint scanner which is lightning at the back as I call it. At the top you just have a 3.5mm headset jack. The bottom you have a USB-C port which I like a lot because this helps you very well if you want to charge something or transfer data. All you need is just plug it in, you will never be wrong anytime. Also at the right side you have a power button which is textured, different feeling from the volume rocker which is not textured. The display is surrounded by two speakers. Yes, you got me right, two speakers on this device. Front facing stereo speakers, and these things are wicked loud. These probably are the loudest sounding smartphone speakers I've ever heard and ever used. The only place where these speakers lack a bit is in the bass department. But the good thing is they don't distort at very high volumes, which is excellent. As I said earlier, this speakers surround the display which is 5.7-inch Quad HD AMOLED. And the display here is really sharp, really crisp and bright. Once I took this thing out of box, I was wowed by how the AMOLED colors just jumped out of the screen to my face. They're really punchy, but that's the thing about AMOLED displays, they're very good to look at but they're not really color accurate compared to LCD displays. That said though, I think this display is a little too warm for my taste, especially with the white point. All the other colors look saturated and normal, but the white point here is just actually really too warm for my taste. Sometimes when tilting it, you can have a slight greenish tint, and usually the whites compared to what I'm used to are warm. I wish we had color correction settings on this device. And also when using adaptive brightness at very low brightness, I think at the lowest brightness setting, you'll notice a kind of pinkish hue when you're in a dark room reading something. These two things I just pointed out don't really make me hate the display. All in all, it's an excellent display. And yes, talking of that display, it shows you the software which is Android 6.0 Marshmallow, and this thing just flies on this device. This is the fastest Android device out there. This thing is extremely fast and buttery smooth. It's extremely smooth. Every single task you try, it just goes very smoothly, very well handled. And the cool thing about this also is that you get all the updates from Google right away. So as soon as a new version of Android is released, it comes out to you right away and you can download it. No need for waiting for any manufacturer or carrier or anything. It's just going to be pushed out to you right away. And I guess you guys have already seen some of the main features of Android Marshmallow on other videos. There's so many good features on Android Marshmallow now on tap and so many others that I don't think is worth prolonging this video just showing you guys. But just notice Android Marshmallow is a much needed upgrade from Android Lollipop. It's extremely fast, smooth and stable, and on the Nexus 6P it just flies. When using the device I feel like I'm looking at butter melting in a ceramic pot. Surprisingly, the device doesn't even get hot at all. I mean, the Snapdragon 810 here doesn't heat up, and which surprised me a lot because I never knew the Snapdragon 810 was going to stay this cool in any device. Please put your Snapdragon 810 grudges to rest here guys, because this device just runs so cool and so nice. The fingerprint scanner here too is just crazy guys. I mean, even with dust on my fingers, try this thing with dust on my fingers and it still read my fingerprints. The setup is ridiculously fast. Just about 6 taps on the fingerprint scanner and you're ready to go. The only thing is because it's at the back, you need to take up the phone every time you want to unlock it. But it's ridiculously fast and ridiculously good. I like it a lot. It's crazy fast. It's the best and fastest fingerprint scanner ever. As for battery life on this device, I have to say what Dose does here is another kind of magic by Google. Dose was hyped, and I think Dose lives to the hype and even surpasses that hype. Dose is awesome. At night, it consumes a maximum of just 2%. I mean a maximum of just 2% when I was sleeping. But the good thing about the 6P is the battery doesn't only last well in standby, it lasts also very well in use. Let me show you guys what Dom Esposito said during All About Android.
I know you don't like the 6P, but I've had some pretty outstanding battery life on the 6P.
Yeah, same.
To the point where I'm just like, what is this real life?
Why is it not dying? I mean, that's okay.
Seriously.
Please don't die ever.
Okay, this is kind of nerdy stuff, but I'm at 75% and I have 2 hours and 30 minutes of screen on time.
Wow.
And guys, seriously, I mirror his thoughts. The battery life here is really amazing. Not just in standby, but also during use as well. It can easily get you through the day. Now let's hop into the camera, which has been the worst part of all Nexus phones to date. This year, Google decided to go the larger pixel size on their cameras. At 12.3 megapixels, this thing is a beast. Images it takes are very good. A tad bit saturated and normal colors, but the images here are really good. Very impressive stuff. This is not your G4 or Galaxy S6 where you have manual controls and be able to tweak some kind of various things and settings, but the auto mode here is impressive. Also, the shutter speed here is very responsive and quick. In my experience, better than the G4. HDR Plus boosts up the saturation and cleans up the shot using Google's algorithms to make the image better. Sometimes at night the shots come out noisy, but HDR Plus helps you have a better image and clears out that noise. Even without HDR Plus, the pictures still come out very good and impressive. This is not just the best Nexus camera ever, this is a great camera, one of the top 3 Android cameras for sure. For video recording, it can do 120 frames per second and 220 frames per second in 720p. It can also do 4K video and 1080p video. At 1080p, the footage is stabilized with electronic image stabilization and it looks decent. But at 4K is nothing to boast about because the footage is completely shaky. I don't know why Google decided not to go with OIS on this camera. The slow motion video was actually why I was impressed because of how it's handled. Very good quality slow motion videos from this camera. So guys, I think it's time to wrap this up. No matter who you are, the Nexus 6P is going to satisfy you. It has a great camera, great display, great build quality, excellent speakers, great battery life. It has a fingerprint scanner, USB-C, just so many things going for it, and the list keeps going on and on. And not just that, when an update comes out, you're going to get it immediately. This means you're going to be secure. If Android has security update patches, you're never going to have any problem, maybe and vulnerabilities in the future, because Google is just going to fix and push the update out to you. No need waiting for any manufacturer like Samsung or LG to push this out to you. So at least you're guaranteed here to have a system that is safe and future-proof. So if you like the video guys, subscribe to my channel and leave me a thumbs up also down in the video, as this helps me a lot to reach to more of you guys out there. And that was it. See you guys in the next one.